Moving sideways is a useful skill to learn. You'll be surprised how many times you need to use it and how effective it can be. It's great for bringing you closer to the bank when getting out, for moving out of the way of obstacles, and for adjusting your direction when paddling. You can use it when you are stationary or when you are moving, and it works for canoe, stand-up paddleboard and kayak. Okay, let's take a look at two methods I use in my kayak. The first is the draw stroke. This is an easy stroke to begin with, but does have a pitfall. Here's how to do it. Start with the paddle almost vertical and the paddle blade in the water at right angles and a distance from the kayak. Apply pressure to the blade and pull yourself towards the paddle shaft. Lean slightly towards the paddle. As the paddle blade gets closer to the kayak, turn it in the water and slice it back to the start position. Okay, let's slow it down so you can see it clearly. Don't let the paddle blade get too close to the kayak or you will risk losing it or even tipping in. Practice until the paddle action is fluent and your kayak movement a consistent speed. Next is the sculling draw. This is a little more tricky to do, but I find it a more efficient stroke. The setup is the same as for the draw stroke. This time though, you are going to move the paddle blade left to right in the water whilst applying a pulling pressure to it like this. As you move left to right, keep the paddle at the same distance away from the kayak. This will maintain a good paddle action and help to give a smooth kayak movement. Let's slow it down so you can see it clearly. And now for a few shots of the stroke in action. See if you can spot the single draw stroke I used to get closer to the side. And here's Chris using a draw stroke, actually called a hanging draw, to move his stand-up paddleboard on moving water. And here's an off-camera stroke to bring the canoe nearer to the platform.
Doing a draw stroke now.
This is a super useful stroke and one you will use often. Have fun and happy paddling.